what's on TV? Jeopardy!
Alright, and welcome back to Jeopardy! We'll now move on to today's final category, Philosophical Conundrums. Let's take a quick look at our scoreboard. Our returning champion, Linda Williams, is at 8,600, Gob Johnson, 6,700, and Socrates is still in the lead with 27,200. Now here's your final Jeopardy clue. For much time, philosophers have debated whether existence can be confirmed. Determine whether a chair exists.
Now let's check our contestants' answers. Gob, we'll start with you.
You can't truly know if anything exists because maybe it is your senses and perception that are questionable.
And how much did you wager?
8,600.
I'm sorry, but that is not what we were looking for. Unfortunately, you have wagered all of your money, and you'll be leaving with nothing. Let's now go to Linda. Linda, what did you answer?
Can you trust empirical evidence observed by your senses?
And how much did you wager?
6,700.
I'm sorry, but you must answer in the form of a question. You wagered everything as well, so you will also be leaving with nothing. Now, Socrates, what was your answer?
What chair?
What chair? That is correct, and you wagered everything. Once again, Socrates, you are our new champion.
Oh, come on. He looks like he's the wisest guy on the show, but it's only because he knows nothing. Worked under that guy for years, and all he did was ask me questions. Never answers, always questioned. Alright, what's next? That looks good. Cooking.
And welcome back to the exciting conclusion of Bitchin' Kitchen Battles. For those of you just tuning in, our first contestant's lemon grilled chicken with fresh spinach and garlic mashed potatoes earned him an average score of 7.5 from our judges. Let's see how our second contestant's spicy chicken and vegetables compares. Let's see what Chef Dan has to say first.
Chef Miller has prepared a delicious combination of fresh vegetables, carrots, peas, bell peppers, some rice, and a little bit of chicken. Let's see how it tastes. Okay. Okay, quite delicious. Just a little too cold for my liking. Gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10.
Next up, let's see what David Hume has to say.
Alright, let's try this contestant's chicken. Oh. I've never tasted anything like this before. This delicacy, everyone pretends to. Everyone talks of it and reduce every kind of taste to its standard. Well, I could eat nothing but this for the rest of my life. Oh.
Oh man, that looks good. Well, it's getting a little windy outside. I don't know. Maybe I should check the weather before I go out to get food. Let's see. Weather.
I'm Ron Burgundy, and now we turn to Alexa Palamo for this week's National 5-Day Weather Forecast.
Now we're in for a treat this week. On Monday, there's going to be a tornado over the northern portion of the West Coast, which will hit around 8 p.m. along Washington, Oregon, and California. So put your surfboards away and board up your windows, West Coast. On Tuesday, a southern cold front will come along the Gulf of Mexico, bringing temperatures to low 20s and 30s from Texas all the way to Florida. Expect everything to freeze over partially, if not completely. The Great Lakes are going to flood the Midwest early on Wednesday, so be sure to stay above ground and sleep with scuba gear. You may want to keep a boat or raft handy just in case your entire neighborhood gets flooded. Thankfully, nature has decided to give the human race a short break from its mighty rampage, as if we all didn't realize its power and dominion already. At least on Thursday, we can take a breather to regroup and see what can be salvaged from this week's damage and destruction. Last but not least, Friday. And who else is left? The East Coast. Now, this is going to be a little unusual, but I am telling you, it's going to happen. There's going to be an earthquake on Friday. Although researchers are unable to pinpoint a specific time, I'm estimating things are getting to get shaken around late afternoon. I don't know about you, but I can't help but admire how dynamically sublime nature is going to be this week. If you can, I'd advise you to get out of the country as soon as possible, or go somewhere towards the middle of the U.S., somewhere that's not going to get as much damage, but it might be too late. It's definitely time for humanity to realize that when it comes to Mother Nature, resistance is futile. I'm Alexa Pelmo, and that's this week's National Weather Report.
Oh man, all that Cookie Crisp. Time to find a workout channel. Oh. Richard Simmons, alright.
Alright guys, let's do this last set really good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! That was a good workout. Aside from the aerobic benefits of this exercise, whew, it's an amazing thing to include in your life. When talking about work and play, Aristotle said both are required, but leisure is better than occupation and is its end. Thus, you all should try to include this in your daily routine.
All this stuff and there's nothing on TV. I'm done with this. What time is it? Oh shoot, I'm late for philosophy.